ETFs are probably the world's best finance product of our time. Why I really think this is true and how ETFs work, I show you in this video of the 3 to 4 minute series. Hi, my name is Till, and on this channel you'll find a lot of videos that show you how to invest smart and easily and how you build up a fortune also as an ordinary person with a normal job. What are ETFs? The abbreviation ETF means exchange traded fund. Those are usually passive index funds. Passive means in this case that compared to a mutual fund or a hedge fund, there is not an actual person managing the fund who decides what, when and how much to buy or sell. Usually they are created in a way to perform like a certain stock index. This is done by containing the same stocks in the same proportions as the specific stock index they are designed for. This could be any stock index like the S&P 500 or the MSCI World, but also special indices like, for example, gold or emerging markets or commodities. There are literally thousands of different ETFs globally. You can maybe imagine them like a computer program that is just copying what the underlying index is made of. If the index changes, the computer program changes the content of the ETF. As they already contain several different stocks, you do not even have to worry too much about diversification. There are two ways to invest in ETFs. Number one, buy them like a stock. As the name says, you can actually buy and sell them like a stock at the stock exchange. So when you have a special market situation like a huge crash with effects like the trickle-down effect or the avalanche effect, the ETFs are usually also dragged down with the general markets and you can just buy them for cheap prices. Number two, buying them continuously. Another way to invest in ETFs is to buy them on a continuous and regular basis, like for example with a saving plan. This way, the purchasing price of your investment will be the average of the market prices in that period and likewise will be the performance. By this, you will obviously miss some spectacular buying opportunities, but you will not have to worry if you find the right time to buy. And this is probably going to make you sleep quite well. The two huge advantages of ETFs. Why I believe they are so great. Number one, very low costs. As there is no person who is managing the fund and who needs to analyze the markets and buy and sell the stocks, there is no need to pay for a person who is doing all of that. And there is usually no performance fee because they are designed to copy indices, so by design they try to be average. And these low costs give your portfolio already a huge edge over normal hedge funds or mutual funds. Number two, performance. Having no active manager or designed to be average might sound irritating to you, but it is actually the second big advantage they offer. How is this possible? You can imagine all global stock markets as being dominated by the big market players. The big guys, like the before mentioned mutual funds or hedge funds or pension funds, etc. They are so big that they actually are the markets. So even if they all do a great and fantastic job, they still are the market average by definition. The problem for them is not only to consistently beat the market, so to stick out between all of the other big guys, but even to achieve the average of the markets. This is quite hard for most of them as there are a few big guys who actually are able to beat the markets, like for example the so often mentioned Warren Buffett. And also there are of course always some players who beat the markets in individual years just by pure luck. And both increase the average of the markets that is then much harder to reach for the rest. The ETFs are designed to be market average as they just copy the indices. And this is why their performance is usually average, but this is still better than the performance of most of the big guys. By this, your portfolio is given the second edge over normal funds. The longer version of this video with more details and more insights into ETFs will be linked here in the corner as soon as it is released. If you found this helpful, it would be great if you'd give it a thumbs up, and here's another one that you might find interesting as well. See you in the next video.